say he wrong. How that sound and he still talking.
What up, everybody? It is He Say She Say. In a new year, 2020. Let's get it. It's your boy Solomon.
What's up, y'all? It's Siobhan J.
It's Uncle Kel.
It's MJ.
Hey, it's your girl Jordan.
And we are here with season 2, right, y'all?
Yup.
Season 2. Let's get into it. 2020. Lots of new things. But I got some new things for you right now because a lot has happened recently, really this week, today. So recently there was, I'm going to go ahead and start off with that. There was a school shooting at Bel Air High School, which is in Houston, my hometown. Bel Air, that's not too far from me, so, you know, it really hit home. But the suspect shooter was 16, and he was brought into questioning last night, y'all. So this happened very recently. One person was killed, Cesar Cortez. So prayers to him and his family and his friends. But you know, what a way to start off 2020. Like, man, we just got into a new year, new decade, and somebody is out here, you know, without a child. So, I don't know. I feel like this year we should really tackle on these situations of school shootings, like whether it's in the home, whether it's the school system, whatever it is. If we need to bring these metal detectors back, I don't know. But, you know, I feel like it should come to a time where something should really be done about it. But it's like, where do we start? Is it the parents? Is it the school system? Like, I don't know. What y'all think?
That's tough. Because at the end of the day, you got to think, what can you really do about it?
Right.
I mean, you can't stop a kid from bringing a gun to school unless you got metal detectors there every day. But then who wants to come to school with, man, I got to walk through the metal detector. I got to get checked to go to class.
Right.
Nobody want to do that. But then again, it's like, well, you want everybody to be safe. So much going on in the world today, especially at schools. You never know what could happen.
Right. That's true.
I know growing up, we had metal
Yeah, I was gonna say we did have metal detectors. Now,
Clear backpacks.
clear backpacks, no backpacks, you know, stuff like that. But I think a lot of stuff does start at home. So I think it's warning. You know, they always say warning before destruction.
Mm-hmm.
I think, you know, some kids, not all of them, that has, you know, committed these type of crimes, but some kids, you know, they kind of give you that vibe already, like, hey, I'm depressed or I'm mad about something or this and that, by like going home, staying in their room all day or not really talking to you and, you know, not wanting to go. You know, your mama, you say, hey, let's go to the store. You want to go to the store with me? Like, nah. I'm not saying that that's something that's going to make you say, wonder what's wrong with him, but that's kind of some stuff you got to look into when your kid is not really entertained by anything. They're always looking sad, you know, stuff like that. So who knows what this kid's motive was. But.
Right. Yeah, I feel that. Like, maybe, especially when it's like paying attention to like your students, maybe like teachers could, I mean, some people probably do make an effort, but that's why I guess it's so important to really have a connection with your classroom or just something as a teacher, because I mean, I feel like it is preventable. Everything isn't preventable, I mean, because it's a crazy world and stuff is going to happen, but I feel like people that are in the education system can all do their part to really make a change, and as well as parents. But you know, some people are parent different than others, so some may not pay attention to their kids at all, some may teach them the life skills that they need to know. So it's kind of like a gray area, but I just hope that someday things can really be put into perspective and change will come. So,
because you said something important too about, you know, teachers actually kind of putting the effort into it, because not saying there's not any teachers out there like this anymore, but back in the older days where teachers were actually like
They have
relationships with
the students.
Now it's a lot of teachers that are just there for a paycheck, which I mean, yes, it's a career, but you also kind of want to tie into the kids and not get too personal. But
I feel like, though, we say that, but then again, like, do we pay teachers enough to be counselors too?
You don't, but I think it comes with the job because you're with them so much. A kid is with a teacher really almost as much as they're with their parents.
It depends though too, because like, let's say we in high school, or you only with that teacher for that period, and then you on to the next teacher, the next period, next teacher, next period.
But
I mean, you might see them every day, but can you really build that personal relationship? I didn't really, like when I was in high school, I didn't really just build a super close personal relationship with all of my teachers, but that's why I would focus in more on at home, because it starts off at home. Before you go to school, you at home. Summertime, you at home. It's a lot of these parents out here not paying attention to their children's mental health, or something arises, they thinking, oh, it's nothing, or he just sad or something like that. Right. When that's really not the case. Like, you really got to focus, and that's how you can prevent a lot of these things from happening, because you can't tell me somebody that's fully in their right mind, just, I'm going to go to school and kill somebody today. Yeah, that's not happening. It's something going on up top that's making you think that that's okay, or this is my only resort. It's not, it's not right, but
you right from the whole it starts at home thing, like I said earlier, but that goes back to it takes a village to raise a child.
That's true. Everybody.
So you can say, oh, it starts at home. A lot of people don't have the home to start from. So, I've personally seen relationships with kids, with teachers, or kids with coaches, and that's what they were looking for in a parent.
That'd be their closest relationship.
That's the close relationship they have. So, a lot of kids, like I said, don't have that at home to even start from, to even bring to school as a alternative or whatever. So a lot of people look at school as they first go to.
Yeah.
So if they don't have the home part, then they don't have the school part. It's kind of like, okay, where else do you go? Then you might throw in, okay, well, church. Okay, yeah, but that's kind of more home than school. So
a lot of times you're not going by yourself.
Yeah, you're not going by yourself. So is this a weird vibe, I guess you can say, when it comes to knowing what a kid is thinking?
Yeah.
Because you really don't know until something like this happens, then it's like, okay, we could have fixed this a long time ago.
Yeah,
I feel that. A part of it to me really has to do with, of course, it started at home. Like, we're going to take that into consideration. But at the same time, in the world we live in today, I feel like all schools should take the necessary precautions to, for, certain things like this. Like, it doesn't matter where you at geographically. Like, we gonna put these metal detectors in these schools, man. We gonna make sure, like, right. We gonna make sure, right. That them kids no different from the hood kids. They crazy too, just like the hood. Like,
even now, like, churches got security guards, so it's
you never know. Like, it can happen anywhere,
and that's I think that's the craziest place that it has happened is church. Because when you think of church, you don't think about a bulletproof vest. Right. You don't think about, oh, if I stand up and go around the offering plate, I might get shot. Like, that's not something that's on your brain. Right. So it's just like, okay, if they can do it at church, they do it anywhere.
They don't care at all.
It ain't no care in the world at that point if you can do it at church. So,
like, of course, it's not 100% preventable, but you can decrease the chances of it happening. Right, so like I said, take the necessary precautions for things like this. So like things like this won't happen, or if it does happen, nobody gets hurt. Right, so I feel like schools need to be strict on security, like metal detectors.
Pat down.
Right. You ain't gotta do the pat down, but make sure, like, backpacks are being, like, kind of searched a little bit, because you shouldn't be bringing nothing to school like that anyway, unless it's like, utensils for, your learning environment. You shouldn't be bringing any other, crazy stuff like that. You got your phone, of course, but anything other than that, you can easily, check and see if someone has a gun. Right?
Yeah.
So
I think it's possible, because they already started blocking off the school anyway, to where you have to go straight to the office. Like, most schools are putting in, I know my school, we didn't have it at first, but once all the invasions started happening and random people from the street started coming to the school and just whatever that didn't have an ID, they started, like, implementing double doors that would stay locked constantly. So as soon as you walk into school, you have to go to the front office.
Lockdown campus is what they call it.
Right.
It's, what they call it?
Closed
campus. Once you in, getting out to
closed campus.
You can't get in.
Right.
And if you leave, you can't get out.
Right.
If you leave, you can't get back in.
But I would say, like, they definitely need to, as far as, like, parents, counselors, teachers, they definitely need to do their due diligence to build a relationship with the students, because ultimately, if you're aware and you're paying attention, you will see a change in a child, or if they're not acting normal, from their usual behavior, and that's like where it starts, you know.
It's tough, may not be in your paycheck, but it's worth it at the end. It really is.
Let me say this to these.
Because when you think about it, before Solomon go, but when you think about it, what job pays enough for you to do everything that you do? It's not a job.
I was just gonna say to y'all. Well, let me not. but for teachers out there, like, just because you're quote unquote not getting paid for it doesn't mean it shouldn't be morally right for you to check on somebody. Right. You know, of course you're not gonna be getting paid for it just to be there for a student, but you chose to be a teacher. Like, you could have. It's a million other career. Yeah, it's a million other jobs that you could have been presented to or presented with that you didn't choose. So you decided to be a teacher and was like, okay, if a student needs help and I'm the closest help to them, that's just us being humans. If somebody needs help and I have the ability to help them, I'm gonna help you. Yeah, like the homeless people on the street, like they need something, need $1 or something, and I got $1 on me. I'm not finna withhold my $1 from it. Just $1. Like, help them out.
Right. Because when you think about it, like one thing that popped in my head, and it might sound funny to a lot of people, but it's just like being a barber. The average barber these days, $20, $25 for a haircut. Mm-hmm. Take this in perspective. You cut somebody's hair, you do a great job. Mm-hmm. They feeling good, they looking good, they all this. They go out, meet a woman. Mm-hmm. She noticed the haircut. She noticed how clean shaved he looks, all this. Mm-hmm. They start talking, boom, boom, boom. They end up getting married off of that one haircut. Cause sometimes
it's possible.
It's possible because as women, y'all look at that type of stuff, correct? Like, if a dude walking, hair all down his neck, beard all just everywhere, you probably like, nah. So that one haircut for $25 just set up his whole, 25 years. So who's to say that barber?
18, depending on how the situation goes.
It depends. It just depends. So who's to say that barber don't deserve way more than that $25? So just when you go to the schoolhouse,
I feel no.
It's true though, because like even being a barber, like we might have a situation where I don't want to talk to clients all day about stuff I really don't care about, but it's part of the job.
Make them feel good.
If you want to come in and talk about your problems, who am I to just
say, nah, bro, you ain't here for that.
You here for a cut. That's it.
That's all.
I'm just gonna stop. I'm not gonna talk to you. Yeah. Keep your phone there the whole time.
Nah, any job is like that.
Any job.
Yeah.
So
as people, we gotta make sure we do that. We have to make sure that we go above and beyond, no matter what, because that's what's important. That's what keeps things safe. That's what keeps things all where it needs to be. So hopefully that can happen soon.
And but going into that goes right into my topic. Like,
give it to us.
Like right on the head.
I feel like I'm gonna preach.
Hey, it's 2020. It's time.
Yeah, I bring out the church robes. Bring us a church robe.
A little closer.
So the question that's just broad that I want to ask is what is your purpose? If you figured that out by now, a lot of people haven't. But what do you feel like your purpose is? And not only what is it, how does it make positivity in the world?
Okay. I like that. I like talking about purpose, right? I'm a purpose guy.
You have to.
So, I like purpose. World. So I feel like my purpose, just being here on this earth, is to pretty much be a giver. I like giving. Like whatever I'm pretty much filled with, I like to give it back. So whether it's just like inspiration, motivation, knowledge, wisdom, that's me. Like, I can do that for free. Like, help anybody when it comes to like business ventures, relationships, and just anything like people need help with. I'm just like this helper, this giver, this
just all
teacher,
out.
This mentor. Like, I just like helping people. I like solving situations, like solving problems and stuff. Present a problem to me, I'll tell you, okay, you need to do this, do this, do this. Because pretty much, you probably came to me about a problem that I already either been through or that somebody else has been through and I already helped them with.
Right.
Because everything works in a full circle. You're not going through anything that nobody else been through.
Right.
Or you're not going through anything that
hasn't already came about in recent years.
Exactly.
Or back in the day.
That's an answer to everything. I may not have it, but I can find it and give it to you, right? So I feel like that's my purpose and that's my calling, is just to be that helping hand for people, period.
And so since that's your purpose, you know to implement that in everything that you do.
And this how I know it's my purpose, because sometimes I don't feel like it.
Yeah.
A lot of times I just don't feel like it. It be 3 a.m. Solomon, I just don't know what to do. Like,
You took me to the
I
grocery
will
store
wake
plenty of
up
times.
and just be like, okay, listen, this is what you need to do. Because that's just me. Like, you can't, I feel like you just cannot tap out of your purpose. Like, even though you want to walk, other avenues of life, you cannot.
And God will show you too, because
Oh,
them other avenues is not ever gonna work.
Exactly.
As long as you're not on your purpose, nothing else you're gonna do is gonna work for you. Like,
He'll drive you right back over there.
I'm telling you, like, I feel like my purpose, and it's gonna sound funny, but I'm dead serious. I feel like my purpose is being a lesson to people. I feel like you have people who learn the lessons, and you have people who are the people who they learn the lesson from.
Give them out.
Yeah, so I feel like I'm the person who I've done a lot of stuff to where somebody should be able to look at me and be like, man, let me not do that, because when he did that, this is what happened to him. But it's also a part of that is inspiration along with the lesson, right? So don't make the mistake that I made, because my purpose is to show you this mistake and show you how I overcame this mistake and show you how to make it better, so you don't even have to make that mistake in the first place. Versus, like, I don't know, I feel like me too, I'm a, how do I put this?
It's like being a leader.
Yeah.
You're gonna take that step first before anybody else.
Exactly. Like, God put me here to, I'm gonna let you test this first.
You
and
gonna
then,
guide it, right?
Yeah,
Because
you
everybody
bring
else
everybody else,
thinking.
but you gotta go through these waters first, and then they gonna come behind you, right?
Yeah.
And that's funny that you said leader, because we all know everybody cannot be a leader.
That's true.
Everybody, that's just what it is. It's gonna always be that way. No, everybody cannot be a leader. So with what he's saying, it flows right in there, because everybody can't make the same mistake and come out of it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
There's some people that can make a mistake, come out of it, wipe themselves clean, they good. Somebody else go in that same exact situation,
Can't get out.
and it's just like, okay, now you doomed, because you don't have the courage, you don't have the strength, you don't have the knowledge, you don't have the push, you don't have everything that this person over here had to get out of it. Now you're stuck because, you know what I'm saying, you don't have it. So with him going through it and have the knowledge and everything, he can help you out with going through that same thing and getting out of it. So that's why it's funny that she said being a leader, because everybody can't do it.
Everybody cannot. I feel like that's I feel where MJ is coming from, because that's kind of how I am as well when it comes to purpose. Everybody knows I'm a talker. I'm a say the first word, whatever the case may be. So I feel like my purpose, which aligns with, my major and all of that different stuff, is to be a voice, like no matter what it is, which can be hard, because sometimes I don't always want to talk. You get in little groups, like if you in school and okay, y'all gonna be a group, now it's time to present. Who's gonna be presenting? You do it. I'm trying to chill, so I feel like I have a purpose of communicating things to where people can understand, if that makes sense, whether it's somebody of a different background, different ethnicity, different ages. Like, I can say the same thing to an adult, but narrow it down for a 6-year-old. So it's like, I don't know. My purpose is just to communicate, to get things out there, get the positivity out there, the goodness flowing, because some people may not feel comfortable doing so. So, I don't know.
I think like a lot of people have the question of like, what is my purpose? But I feel like it's a lot simpler than people think. I think they think of it as being extremely deep, but ultimately, like, I think that my purpose is just to be of service to others. Like, my purpose is to gain knowledge, gain information, and implement that, and also pass that on to others so that they can, use those ideas and be prosperous. That's what we're supposed to do. I think that, God intended us to rule this earth with him and he created us like in his image. Right. So the same thing that's in him, the same thing that's in him is in us. Oh, yeah. So he didn't create us to be timid and have limits and be afraid and shy. He created us to do the things he would do. So I mean, I think that's mainly our purpose, is to help each other.
Really. That's the real internal.
And I'm glad she said that, because I'm glad I'm not the only one who think like that. Yeah. Because for a while I used to say, okay, well, why are people shy? Why are people afraid to do this? Or why do people act like this when it's so easy to, not be that way? But then I used to say, okay, well, it's easy for me. It might not be easy for him. It might not be easy for her. But she said it like, that's what he created us to do.
God intended us for us to be like him, a reflection of him. And he's not scared. He doesn't have limits, That's the limits we put on ourselves. So, I mean,
that's the limits we put on ourselves.
He wants us to tap into that.
Tap in.
He she say, audience, stop putting limits on yourselves.
Exactly.
Because half the time, we make life way more harder than it already is. Life is gonna be hard anyway, because nobody told us that it wasn't.
That's true.
Exactly.
Nobody, when you were born, they didn't say, hey, this is gonna be a easy run.
The first thing you did when you came out to my womb was cry, because life hard.
Because life hard.
You knew it was gonna be that way.
Yeah. You knew what you was getting into when you got here. So don't get mad when you get into what you knew you was finna get into from the first place.
Thanks.
Right. And some people don't know their purpose, like Jordan said, which is okay, because I mean, we're here to figure it out. But what people shouldn't do is look at someone else, which we always hit on. Look at somebody else and what their purpose is.
Ooh,
trying
like
to kind of do what they do.
We're gonna get in that. We're
gonna get in that later.
we gonna dab in it. But yeah, don't do that, because whatever purpose you have, somebody with a different purpose, they may need you. It's just like me being in broadcast. If I'm on the TV and somebody is like the producer, the behind the scenes, and they, man, I wish I could be. Okay, well, you are an important asset, because I'm on the TV reading the stuff, but if nobody's back there operating something, then I'm stuck, because I just, that's not my field. That's not my role.
Know your place.
Exactly. So everybody has something that they need to contribute to life. So
always got to know your place, and once you find your place, be good at your place.
I feel like for anybody that's struggling to find your purpose, I would say find your strong suits in life. Don't focus on what you're weak at. Focus on what you're strong at, and that'll lead you to your purpose. So, for instance, if maybe like, okay, let's say I'm not an artistic person. I don't really do no music. I don't draw, none of that, right? Obviously, that's probably not gonna be my purpose. But let's say I'm a thinker. I'm a strong thinker. I can help people out a lot, right? You need to focus on that instead of, oh man, I can't do this. I can't. Dang, I sure do wish I could draw. Man, I wish I could paint or something. I wish I could do this. I wish I could rap, make all this money. It's not your purpose. Yeah. Some people's purpose, it's a lot of rappers out here and singers who their purpose is to bring music into people's lives to make them happy, right? Now, these same people might have been straight F students in school. You think they was focusing on being F students? They was focusing on their strong suits. That's how they found their purpose, versus focusing on their weak points in life and not being able to find their purpose in that.
Yeah. Another key thing is, I don't know if you heard Smash the Legend video today.
Yeah.
So
I watched that.
Another video is, your purpose is separate from your career, right? It could intertwine with each other, but at the same time, it's separate. Your purpose is something that it gives you that urge. It wakes you up in the middle of the night, and it's something that you do with a lot of joy, and something that you don't have a problem doing, because that's just who you are, and that's what you bring to the world. It's pretty much your assignment on Earth. Everybody have their specific assignment to do on Earth, right? So your assignment is deeply connected to your purpose in life. I'm preaching now.
Take notes.
And another thing, like I said, it's separate from your career. Your career is something that brings you income. It can be something that you love doing, but your purpose is very distinctively separate from it because your everything that you do from your purpose is pretty much the will of God. Oh, I preach.
Oh, yeah, shut that out.
It's what He wants. It's pretty much what He wants from you, not what you want for yourself. The career is what you want.
See, that's people's problem, though. Because people's problem is that they want you forcing yourself to go on this path that wasn't made for you. So now you can't find your purpose because your path is here, right? You running all this way, keep hitting the wall. Why I keep hitting it? Then you want to blame God. You want to, that's the devil. You ain't even on your path.
He told you that wasn't what you.
That ain't what you're supposed to be doing.
You over here, you keep putting on this size 7 shoe, and you wear a 9, but you wondering why every time you walk it hurt and it hurt.
Ooh, you better preach.
See, you wondering why your feet hurt because you in a size 7 when you really wear a 9. So you got to go find your size and make sure. Yeah. You got to go get your size instead of trying to fit your foot over here in this size right here. Because at the end of the day, like MJ said, if you focus on what you're not good at, focus on what you wish you can do, that's negative. If you always focusing on negative, your life is going to be negative.
Exactly.
If you focus on positivity, 9 times out of 10, you'll go a positive route in life.
Why? Because you reap what you want.
So, and once you sow that negativity, don't get mad when that tree get about this tall. Don't do that. Because see, when you put that positivity, it's going to go up to the ceiling.
And people don't understand that it all starts in your mind, too. A lot of people are mentally weak. A lot of people are. You got to be so mentally strong out here. It starts in planting a seed in your mind of, you know what, I'm gonna do this, right? And then actually going and doing it, right? But see, here's the thing: when we think about stuff, right? I know even for me, right? If I'm thinking about something negative all day long, right? 9 times out of 10, my life is gonna be that way. Yeah. But when I focus my mind on something positive, something that I really want to do, it's nothing that's going to stop me from doing it. I don't care if I say, man, you know what? I'm going to touch 10 bands this week, right? Now, that sound out of there, right? I can guarantee you, if I focus my mind, now it might be illegal, it might be legal. I'm going to find a way to touch that 10 bands that week, right? It's just it all starts here. Yeah. You put it in your brain, it's gonna happen. You the one stopping yourself.
Right. I feel that. Some people get caught on what their understanding of something is, which strays them away from what they're really supposed to be doing. Because they think, okay, this makes sense to me. This is easier, or this I know what's going on here. Yeah. Really, that's not the point of it at all. That's not the point of life at all. You're not supposed to understand life. You're not supposed to have all the answers and have all the steps. There are some run-ins you're going to come into that you're not going to have no clue what to do. I feel like that's a key holder to finding your purpose.
Ooh, I like that you said that.
Yeah, stop doing what you know. Sometimes you gotta go with it.
You gotta step out of your comfort zone.
I don't know if I can lead this, but let me see, type stuff. So think about that, people. Think about it.
Yeah, I like that.
See, I like how we was talking about purpose, right? And Brittany said something that was very key to what I want to talk about. How she was saying how you looking at somebody else's purpose and pretty much want to tie your purpose into pretty much what they is doing in life. But you don't understand that I paid for this. I paid for this.
I did what I had to do.
Our biggest problem in today's society, especially with us millennials, is that we want everything for nothing. And you think you can buy this with money?
Microwave babies. Microwave.
Like a lot of people are willing to go through pretty much hell and high water to get to where that they pretty much to get to a space or to a level that they want to be. They want everything for cheap. They want somebody else got, and if they don't get it, they hate on them. Because, like I said before, haters only hate you when they're not doing better than you.
I've never seen a millionaire hate on somebody making less than them. It won't happen. It won't.
Right, because they're trying to get you at a level that they're comfortable with so that they can feel pretty much comfortable themselves. Right? So how do y'all feel about people not willing to put in the work or not willing to pay for something? Not pay like money, but pay for something like something. Like being sacrificial about things and like to get to the level that they want to be.
The way I think about this is, I think a lot of people are lying to themselves.
Oh man, and it's so easy to lie
a lot of
to
people really lie to themselves every day. Because if you wake up and you say you want to be somewhere in life and you want to do this and do that, but you're not putting in them steps to get there, you lying to yourself. So if you say, I'm gonna just go back to something that I know, right? A barbering, right? I can't say I want to be one of the top barbers doing this and doing that if I'm not doing everything that comes with it, right? Yeah. You're not finna get up there at 9 a.m. and leave at 4 p.m. and call yourself one of the top. It's not finna happen. You long hours you finna be doing in life. And that's with anything you do in life. You can say you want to be the best fisher. Yeah. You're gonna be out there on that lake all day long. Yeah. Right? You got to be able to sacrifice some things. A lot of people, especially our age, you don't want to sacrifice partying. You don't want to sacrifice alcohol. You don't want to sacrifice drugs. All of that stuff comes with success. Nobody has got to a successful level and not had to sacrifice anything. You're going to have to sacrifice family members. It's going to be people that you can't talk to no more. It's going to be homeboys that, y'all might be cool. Y'all might been to high school together or something, but you trying to get to another level, you can't be hanging out with them no more. Yeah. I mean, a lot of us are from an environment where it's people that's basically like crabs.
Yeah, I was finna say.
Yeah, pulling you down,
mentality.
Right? Mm-hmm. We got to get out of that, and I feel like specifically, a lot of times it's friends, right, that'll bring us down a lot of times because they see us moving up, and you're like, oh well, nah, let me bring him down with me. I gotta humble him or something. Nah. You got to be able to sacrifice that even if it's somebody you've been around your whole life. It don't matter. But, like I said, who really want to do all that? Yeah. Right? A lot of people not waking up and like, you know what, today I got to just stop talking to my cousin because he pulling me down. Nah, I'm going to keep him around. It's going to be all right. You lying to yourself. You don't want to be successful. You don't want to do what it takes to even get there, right?
Yeah. I like that you said that because I was at church last Sunday and the pastor was talking about how we lie to ourselves, which we really do, whether it's small or big. The smallest thing, well, for example, would be like, okay, we always have our New Year's resolutions. Man, I'm going to work out this time. I'm going to get it in 3 times a week. All right, cool. You go on Monday. Because I've done it. Shoot, I can test you go on Monday. Then Wednesday come and you like, man, I got home a little late. I'm kind of tired. I got to eat something. Okay, I'm going to go in the morning to make up for it. You know good and well you ain't getting up and going in the morning. And then it becomes like a thing, like, I don't know. And then it's just like you keep telling yourself, yeah, I'm going to do it. And we're not honest with ourselves enough about what we are doing. It's just like trying to move up in the company. All right, I'm start showing up to work a couple of hours early or like an hour early to start, working on my stuff so I can be ahead and make sure my work is great. You may do that, a couple of days, and then after a while, I'm tired. I can't be waking up at 5. I'm really supposed to wake up at 7. So I feel like people should really stop and understand themselves, understand their limits. And sometimes it's okay to take baby steps. Like, sometimes we put so much pressure on ourselves, like, this is what I have to do. Well, maybe you just work out once a week. Start with that. That's
then go twice.
Yeah, then go twice, whatever. Sometimes we start, I gotta do 4 times a week, or I gotta wake up every morning. Maybe just on Mondays, you go in early. Something like that. I feel like that would give us more progress with ourselves than lying. Like, I'm gonna do it tomorrow. It don't happen tomorrow.
Yeah. So. I've been sitting over here boiling. God. Yeah, so.
But, basically, I wanted to talk about, since we were kind of like talking about friends, supporting you and like weighing you down, I want to talk about, as far as friends, is it quantity or quality? Would you rather have large group of friends or just a few solid people around you?
I'd rather have quality.
Wait.
Quality.
Before we go here, And nobody here, we're going to talk about the people that's watching and, you know, the ones that's out there, because that's who we do the show for in the first place. She said quality or quantity. Most people going to say quantity. Most people.
Yes. That's true.
But the thing is, I said that wrong. Most people going to say quality.
Yeah.
But see, this is the thing. Once you hit this roadblock, what do? I only got 2 friends.
It's amazing.
I only got 2.
It varies, you right.
What's the name? Them don't talk to me no more. That's not what you want in the first place. But just to keep that vibe, I want all these people back around me. So now you said what you wanted, which was quantity. Quality. You wanted quality. I keep getting them mixed up.
I want the real ones.
You wanted quality, but once you got quality, it didn't seem as fun because you don't have all the quantity. So now you go back and you backtrack and you start to inch closer back to all them other people. Now it's like, you did all that for no reason.
You did all that for quantity.
Yeah.
You gotta separate it though. Like, I love the question.
You need to have
you gotta. This is what I think though, cause y'all know I have my friends, like people who I hit Kelvin up sometimes. I hit Solomon up. My friends, I'm hitting them up. But then I have associates, right? These are people who I can network with. If I see them at the club, I might, you know, shake a hand or something. But I really just wouldn't consider them a friend. And but see, a lot of people would don't know how to separate the two. Like I went to 3 high schools, so I can't just, that's my friend. No, I mean, we cool.
Can't be my friend.
Yeah, I went to school with you. I ain't just that cool with you, but I separate mine between associates, you know, networking, buddies, right? And friends are people who I can actually like confide in. If I'm going through a problem or something, I need to talk to somebody. It's somebody I might have a group message with. Like, this is a true friend, right? I don't think we really would have just that many actual friends.
People need to understand what true friendship is, right? So, definitely, me, I don't care what you say. I'm going to choose quality. I can have one quality friend. If that's somebody I can depend on, like what MJ said, confidant. somebody that's
root
there.
words.
Root words. Somebody that's there with you for you. Somebody that's gonna rock with you. Like if you're struggling, then that's somebody that can definitely help you without a question, and don't even look to you to even repay them.
Right.
Yeah.
Because they understand that life works in a circle, right?
They gonna need something.
Right, they gonna get something in return. It don't even have to be through you. It can just be through something else. But you need to understand like what true friendship is. People that's there for you. Not only there for you because of what you have, what you can give them, or what you kind of bring to the table to others. People that's just there for you just because of, I love your heart.
Yeah. I love your heart.
I just
I feel like that when it comes to friends, and for those that don't have this going on, 2020 is the time. I feel like you have 2 different circles, right? You have your inner circle and your outer circle. Like MJ said, you have people that you're associated with. You have people you're cool with, connections, things like that. That's your outer circle. Your inner circle consists of maybe a few people. For most people, I know that's how it is for me, but maybe not everybody, but it consists of those few people that have that quality, the qualities that you need to take you higher, if that makes sense. Now in your outer circle, sometimes there may be people that don't have the quality, but you know, you may still be cool with them, whatever. But your inner circle, it's always good to make sure that they have that quality. So some people may have more friends than others. Me, I'm a small circle type of person because I don't like everybody around me. So, but I have a good enough outer circle. Now, some people may have about 20 different friends. And the thing is, whenever you're choosing like quality and quantity, I feel like if you are going to have that many friends, like in your inner circle, make sure that they have those qualities. Make sure that they're uplifting you. Make sure that they're taking you on the right path, that they're encouraging you, uplifting you, things like that. Because what people get messed up at is that they have all these people around them and they get distracted. They get caught up in different influences when half of those people were supposed to be in your outer circle, not in your inner circle. So I feel like people need to really think about that, remember it, because that's really what's going to take you higher. Like having those right people around you.
I think we let too many people close to us.
Yeah.
I
was just gonna say that 2 things. I'm very private about a lot of stuff. Like it's just some stuff I feel like you don't need to know, because at the end of the day, I feel like if you cannot help me, then the only thing you really can do is hurt me. So if it doesn't help, then why am I talking to you about it? Or if you can't help me with it, why am I talking to you about it? But I want to go back to a Steve Harvey show that I was watching one time, and I don't remember exactly what he was like verbatim what he said, but he was saying, "Hey, go through your phone book. If you're confused on how to pick out your friends and stuff like that, go through your phone book. Go to the people who each person you go to. If that person is somebody who only calls you when they need something, get rid of them, because at that point, that's not really a friendship. That's just, hey, I need. So he said, if they only hit you up when they need something, delete them. Then you go to the person who, you can go to them for almost anything, and they always help you out. And you're so genuine that you do the same for them. You put an asterisk by their name, and then the other people are your family members. It's like MJ said. It sounds crazy to a lot of people, but to me, it sounds perfect. Sometimes you have to cut off family members. Yeah. Like, it's just how it goes to me. Like, some people are like, oh, that's family. Nothing to ever be closer to your family and this and that. But I feel like at the end of the day, yeah, we have the same blood, but at the end of the day, you're a human just like I am. You're another person just like I am. So, yeah, we might share the same mom. We might share the same cousin, the same granny, whatever. But if you out here and you hurting me, what do I need with you?
Put it in perspective like this. If that title of cousin, brother, sister was not there, would I still fool with you?
Hey, well,
probably won't.
If you wasn't one of them, I probably wouldn't have you in my life. So I'm gonna go ahead and in my mind take that title away and do as I need, and shit, I can't fuck with you no more.
Sometimes people can bring you down. That's true.
Yeah. I think a lot of people are buried. That's probably the scariest part, is having to separate yourself from family members. Because we feel entitled to always be there for our family members. We feel entitled to always, they messed up this many times, but that's okay, because that's my cousin. That's my brother. And me now, I used to be like that. Now it's kind of like, shit happens. It's cool. I mean, I still love you. Can't fool with you, though. If you call me, I'm probably not going to answer. Because when I needed you, you weren't there for me. It's back and forth.
And that's where a lot of people get confused, and they mix that together when it doesn't go together. I'll still love you the same. But I just can't deal with you. Dealing with somebody and loving somebody is 2 different things. I can love you all day long, but I can no longer deal with you. But they look at that and say, oh, well, if you can't deal with me, you don't love me. It's not true. I love you enough not to deal with you.
Exactly.
I love you enough not to deal with you, because at some point, you're going to take me to a point that I really don't want to go. So let me not even let you get me there. So
even like in relationships.
Yeah.
I love you to death, but you just not it.
You not it. Yeah. It's the same with friends too. We was once friends, still love you, but you gotta stay back that way.
You got your path, I got mine. If they don't intertwine at some point in time, then
you need to do that with everybody.
A lot of people are out to steal your joy and steal your happiness, and you just have to separate yourself from that, because I think that nowadays I see a lot of people who say they have friends and stuff like that, but are they truly your friends? Are they truly people that are going to hold you accountable? Are they people who want to see you be your best self? Are they people who are going to support you? Or are they just people that you drink with and smoke with? Like,
ooh, I like that.
because everybody can have fun with somebody smoking and drinking. That's usually
not
how
hard.
you meet. That's usually how you meet most of your friends. You're not even. Of course, you're gonna have a good time.
How you meet?
You know.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
You
something
got a
to think
lighter?
about.
I like how you said
Yeah.
that. Like, me personally, I feel like I really just can't trust somebody that just has all these different people, like, so close to them, like, so in their inner circle, like, not concerning, like, family or nothing like that, but, like, a person that can genuinely say, yeah, I got, like, 20 friends. Okay, y'all best friends? Yeah, we all best friends. Nah. Because, see, the thing is, I'm like, okay, are all of these people, are they putting the same thing in you? Are they filling you with the same positivity that you need? I feel like I would have to really see it out, because I feel like, okay, if you got 20 people around you, personally, I feel like somebody could be back talking about this
Somebody
one,
up.
side talking about this one. And so I don't trust none of y'all at this point. So I'm just
Judas,
like,
and one of them was Judas.
yeah, it happened to Jesus. If it happened to Jesus,
It can happen to
it happened
anybody.
here on earth. So
It's not
I don't
humanly
trust it.
possible. Well, it can be, but to me, it's not humanly possible just to have all these different people closely connected with you, because you're dealing with first too many people emotions, too many attitudes, and the reason why you're tired, worn out, sick, and depressed is because you have too many things to too many people.
Yeah.
Right. Right.
I preach.
You did.
Yeah.
You did. I like a key thing you said though, Jordan. You said that you can be smoking and drinking. That don't mean that's your friend. I like that, because a lot of people right now will call somebody their friend, but their friend does not hold them accountable for nothing.
Right.
So one thing I really like is, so me and Kelvin, we got a group message with me and my other 2 or 3 homeboys, right? We hold each other accountable in there though. We might not. If somebody done did something, we might not, just be like, nah, bro, I can't fool with you because you doing it. But we'll tell you straight up, that ain't right.
Yeah.
You know that was wrong.
That's what it's
But see, a lot of people like yes man in their ear. And, oh no, but that's okay. Keep doing it. Nah, we gonna call you out on your stuff.
And that's what I was just about to say. When you looking at a friend, as far as qualities, look at whatever they're bringing to you. Does it keep you or put you in a positive space at the end of the day? Because I can call Solomon and say, hey man, we finna get drunk. Hey, meet me at the freeway. They gonna shut it down. We finna race. Is that really am I really his friend? Because I told him we finna go get drunk and race. Because at the end of the day, we drunk. We going high speed. So was I really his friend to put him in that situation? So you call it fun, and then the end result is not so fun.
Right.
So that's what I look at when I say, oh yeah, that's my friend, or that's my homeboy, that's my this and that. Do they give me stuff that puts me in a positive space at the end of whatever they gave me?
Yeah.
If they don't, you probably not my friend.
I like that.
I
True
like
friends
that
will keep
know.
you safe at the end of the day.
They gonna hold you accountable. They gonna do what they need to do, and then you can see if that friend is taking what you're saying to them. Because there's some people that be like, man, all MJ do is get on my case, man. I'm tired of that. Like, at that point, you're immature and you just don't understand. Like,
Your emotions.
Yeah, you're very emotional.
I'm not even going to tap into that. Next week. The next episode, y'all better be here because I'm going in.
Man,
I'm going in.
I got a good topic for today, man. I
2020.
always try to bring a little something to the table, white table talk.
No way. Really.
This is something that's been bothering me for a while. This is something that I myself struggle with a lot, is rushing success. I find myself doing certain things and I can't ever truly be happy because I'm always thinking about the next thing that I'm supposed to be doing. So like even just recently I moved into a suite to cut out of. And I kid you not. Thank you. I kid you not. I got the key, right? I was talking to my mama. I said, you know what, mama? I mean, it's cool and all, but I can't wait till I get my own spot. Like, I want my own building. And she was like, you 21. Like, be patient, be calm, don't rush it. and enjoy this success while you have it now, and in due time more will come. And I feel like a lot of us have a problem with that. We might have some success with anything that we do, but we steady rushing it. We steady looking what the next person doing. We steady trying to get from point A to point B as fast as we can without actually being able to sit back and realize what we've really accomplished, especially us being young. Like, I think us all here at this table are doing great things, and a lot of the times we don't really sit back. It took me like talking to other people even about this show. Man, y'all got your own podcast, man. I want to do that when I get older. I'm like, you my age.
Yeah.
But we probably don't think of it like that. Mm-hmm. We don't think, oh, we in this nice what's this, like a studio?
Yeah.
Nice studio. We got these nice mics, right? People can really look up to us, stuff like that. We out here doing community events. It's people watching, but in our mind, we just going along, waiting on the next thing. Like, oh, in the next season, what we doing next? What we doing next?
Because it's so normal to us.
Exactly. To us, it's normal, but we gotta really. My goal is for this year to live, to still, be motivated to do better, but live in the moment to where I can actually enjoy success instead of rushing it. Do any of y'all got a problem with like rushing success?
I think the biggest problem that this generation has is rushing success. Mm-hmm. And with success, I feel like a lot of us, and I say us because we are the age of the generation, but I feel like a lot of us view success off money. Mm-hmm. How much money can you get that makes you successful? But I don't think that's the case. If I got a brand new car or a brand new house and these shoes, this hat, these jeans or whatever, I'm successful because I can buy all this with money. But success, rushing it, I feel like isn't a sweet feeling once you get it right now. Mm-hmm. I feel like, going through hell and high waters and you say, okay, dang, I went through this and that, now look where I am. I think it feels better. Like, personally, I've done a lot to where I've had to go through this and that to get to where I am, and it's like, dang, now I see if I put this type of work in, what I can do or what I can end up with versus, okay, let me wake up in the morning, let me go buy this mansion real quick. How did I get the mansion? How did I get the money to get the mansion? Because my granny used to always tell me, as fast as you can get it, fast as you can lose it.
Facts.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like, over time, when you, put in blood, sweat, and tears for something, it feels better at the end of the day. Like, I was always, tying stuff into football. You try to win a state championship. You have to come to summer workouts. You have to lift these weights. You have to run these gashes. You have to do all this stuff that nobody really sees, but when you hold that trophy up, that's the ending result of all that other stuff that you did. So that's kind of the goal and the feeling that you want at the end of the day.
Mm-hmm. I feel like there's a lot of, I feel like when it comes to rushing success, which it happens to all of us, because it happens to me too, I feel like we see in our mind what we want, where we want to be, and like we just see the picture. Mm-hmm. But we're so focused on trying to like prove it to the world, or just like try to get everybody to see what it is and where we're trying to be, that we like try to take these different turns and these different avenues just to get there. And like, it's rushed, and that's with everything. That's with career, that's with relationships, that's with marriage, that's with children, that's with anything that you can qualify as success. I feel like we really want to prove something to others instead of being steadfast, being still and know, being peaceful, and enjoying that ride of complications, situations, ups and downs, so that when we get there, we know the journey. We're so busy trying to grab the trophy that, we miss all the steps. If you miss all the steps, how are you going to help somebody else get to where you are?
It's so true. Like, looking back, as I can look back to high school, I don't remember really none of the actual games. I don't remember the playoff games. I do remember off season though. I do remember being out in the hot sun on the field, the hard times, right? The wins, they come and they go, right? You win some, you lose some, but them times in between, them the times that I look back and can really like, dang, that was a fun time. I mean, it wasn't fun then, but man, that was fun. I was really with my boys out there. We was out there really getting it, right?
Yeah.
The process, if we pay more attention to the actual process and enjoying the process, I feel like life would just be so much better because we just be so focused on getting to that end goal to where the whole process, our mind not on it at all. We finally get to the end goal and don't look back when the whole time all the lessons was in the process. The lesson wasn't in the end goal.
Right.
When you got that trophy, that wasn't the lesson. The lesson is, okay, what did you do to get to that trophy?
Right.
Yeah.
What did you do the whole time up? You had to go through hell and high waters for all it is, right? That's where all the fun is at. That's where you got the most, like,
Right.
everything is in that part.
I'd rather have the struggle before I get to the end goal instead of having it at the end goal.
And I think a lot of times people are rushing success. For the most part, I blame social media.
I was just gonna say that.
I
There's
blame
so many
social
things.
media because, you know,
We always want to be what we see.
yeah, everybody wants
So
to
many
be exactly what they
perspectives.
see on the TV or on the screen or your cell phone, iPad, whatever it is. So it's like, okay, I see this guy. I went to high school with him. He got a brand new car. He walking around in these shoes. He walking around in this. It's like, I need that right now. Like, I'm trying to get that too. So let me get that right now. But I feel like a lot of people that post what they post and stuff like that, of course they're not posting what they do and, you know, behind closed doors. They're not gonna post that they had to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning to go over here to make this amount of money and then leave that job and go over here and to go to this job. Like, they're not posting all that. They're gonna post the goal.
Exactly.
And once you see the goal, it's like, he 21, I'm 21. I can do that too. But you're not putting in that
We need
same
to make
work.
that a thing this year.
Yeah.
Ooh, that'd be nice.
2020.
Instead of posting all the accomplishments, let's when we post the accomplishment, post the process that came with it. That way people can
in
stop
the lab,
thinking
you
that
know what I'm saying?
you just got here. Like,
late night.
people hit me up about this sweet and stuff.
Hashtag.
And I'm like, bro, I've been cutting at the house for the past 2 years.
Paid for this.
Right? I got pictures where I was cutting in the bathroom or the locker room. This dude's walking by in towels, right? Y'all don't see none of that though because I don't post it, right? I don't post when I got 15 dudes in my house, like where I lay my head. I'm not posting it, right? But I'm finna start though. Y'all finna see the actual process because a lot of people thinking it's easier than what it is. No matter what you do, like you could be the best car salesman. They don't know when you was only selling one car a month, but now they see you making commission off all these cars and you basically rich and whatever. They seeing that. Let's start posting the real stuff. Let's start getting into the nitty gritty of what it really took to get there. All the networking you had to do, you out all night long, you tired. Let's start. Take a picture when your eyes like real baggy, when you didn't went to sleep late, you gotta wake up at 5.
For the fourth night in
When
a
I done
row,
came home and sat on my bed in my
what?
work
Like you
clothes
can
and
even
end
think
up
about it with school. Like
waking up.
Man, I'm tired.
you might see this degree. You didn't see me off of Adderall 2 nights in a row.
I failed the test and wanted to quit.
Man, what?
Having a mental breakdown.
We don't post none of that though. We don't post like in school I have literally then cry like, man, like I can't do this no more, right? But if I get a good grade, I'm gonna post that. Let's be real this year. Let's really just start posting it's not negative because it happens to everybody in life. Nobody talks about it though. Don't nobody, when you go to a business meeting and stuff, don't nobody want to talk about the hardships you went to. They want to know what all you accomplished. When you get an award, they don't ever tell you what you done went through with this award. They say, oh, well, he did this, and this. He had this many yards. They ain't tell you tore ACL. They ain't say nothing about when you was out there and you was cramping up. They ain't say nothing about
This is
how.
your only scholarship.
Exactly. You might only have one offer.
Yep.
They don't talk about
say
none of
none of
that.
that.
I ain't do nothing else.
It's important to stay your course and like pretty much go through things step by step and stuff instead of trying to skip steps and rush success because
So much
there's
harder.
no promise without process,
Mm-hmm.
right? So in order to
Ooh,
get,
I like that.
in order to
Tweet that.
get
I'm gonna
to,
tweet that.
you can rush
Two
you can
P's,
rush-
the 2 P's.
you can rush success all you want, but at the end of the day, you won't get nothing because imagine yourself in a penthouse full of money. You have all the cars that you wanted. You close your eyes and you're there, right? You're gonna be happy that you got all these things, but you're not gonna truly enjoy it because you won't have the people that you knew that was close to you from then now. Mm-hmm. So you're gonna wonder, where did these people go? You're gonna wonder, how did I get all these things? When boom, you have it. Okay, you have these things supposed to make you happy, but you're not gonna truly enjoy these things because you left everything in your history behind because you just didn't go through to see what got you there.
That struggle shapes your mindset.
Right. It does.
That struggle it make you stronger to where when you get to that point, you know how to handle it. Because God know not to give me $5 million right now.
Oh no.
Oh no! You gonna have all these bills.
I'm blowing it. I'm finna go buy like 2 wives. Like I'm going crazy. God know, He know I gotta build up mentally first, right? Go through a little bit. I can't have all that right now because I'm not ready for that right now. My mind is not shaped to handle that amount. I can handle what I got right now and work towards that. But that process is really gonna shape my mind into where I can handle certain things that I wouldn't have been able to handle before.
And that process is gonna also help you know or not know if that's really what you want to do. Mm-hmm. Because see, like I've used it on the show before, and I use it a lot when I'm talking to different people. A lot of people say, "Oh yeah, I want to go to college, get a degree." Most people, 4 years college, I get a degree. Okay, what if God said, you know what? Okay, I'll send you to college. You're right. We'll get you there. But what if I told you you're going to go to school for 2 years? Then you're going to have to sit out 2 years. Then you're going to have to go back for a semester. Then you're going to come home for 3 years. Do you still want that degree? If it's going to take you a 4-year degree, if it's going to take you 9 years to get it, do you still want it?
True.
And if you're not willing to go that 9 years to get that 4-year degree, you really don't want it.
He promised you the degree, but are you going to go through the process?
He didn't promise you what.
He didn't say when.
Yeah, he didn't promise you what obstacles that you was gonna go through, if any. He didn't say that. He just said, yeah, you'll get your 4-year degree.
You gonna get the Lambo. Yeah, I'm so happy. I can't wait to get it.
Yeah, but you're gonna sleep in that Honda for 6 months though. You're gonna sleep in your Honda.
That's my favorite. That Steve Harvey story. Yeah. That's one of my favorite stories ever because
Steve Harvey,
you
Tyler
never
Perry.
know. The process is so strange, and I really think God puts the process on us so that, like we all said earlier, we can pour into other people, right? Because there's a lot of people going through the process right now and don't know how to handle it. But if you done went through that process already, you already know how to help somebody's mind that's going through it to where they can get to where you at now. Versus you ain't been through the process. How you gonna help somebody? Yeah. Like if you born rich, how I'm gonna be born rich and you trying to come up and you struggling and stuff, and I'm telling you, no man, all you gotta do is go take out a $500,000 loan and start a business. How? You can do that. I can't.
They got the credit score.
Exactly.
They're gonna give you $25.
$25.
That's it.
This is a Sunday sermon that y'all didn't watch.
Coming back to you on Thursday. Here we go.
Yeah, this is our Sunday sermon. He says things.
That's 2020 for you.
But like Nipsey said, like it is a marathon. Like
always.
It is a process. Like take your time, enjoy the ride, and take it day by day. You know, make little goals and set a little accomplishments for yourself, and you know just work with that. Take it day by day.
Cause we young.
Yeah, so we young. We still learning.
We so young.
And don't be a know-it-all either. So.
Yeah, I say it's okay to learn. Yeah. It's okay not to know.
How to
but don't stay in that mindset. Yeah. Find out. Let people help you, because at the end of the day, we're here for 2 reasons. That's to reproduce and help others. Never forget that. Yeah. Y'all heard that first.
Amen.
He right.
She say.
All right, y'all. That's it for today's show. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Also, thank you guys for all the love. You've been sending us messages, and we've been touching people's hearts and helping people and inspiring people. So we just really appreciate all the love. Make sure you follow us on Instagram at HeSaySheSay Radio, and also on Twitter at HeSaySheSay Crew. And that's it, guys.
Before we go,
hey now,
me and MJ got a new show.
Yes,
indeed.
So we have a new show entitled
Inspired by Cozy, man. We
indeed.
took Inspired, which is Solomon's brand, and Cozy Cuts, which is my brand, and put them things together, right? So we got a new barbershop talk show. It's finna be nice. Y'all gonna love it. I'm telling you, my fellas, we got an open space for y'all now.
Yes, sir.
Y'all want to talk about anything? Come on, we gonna talk about it. Ladies, you
Don't
just bear
think we
with
won't
us.
pop up now.
Just
Don't
bear
think
with
we
us.
won't pop up on
It's
scene.
coming soon. Y'all just be ready when it come. It's gonna be something nice. You don't want to miss it.
Right.
We got London on the train. They be like, ooh, ooh, she say, he say,